Hi everybody, welcome back to another Tuesday Talk. I'm so sorry I missed last week, and I'm sorry that I guess I was kind of cryptic. I put a picture of Teddy in the post saying that due to unforeseen circumstances, I couldn't do a Tuesday Talk. And a lot of people were concerned and thought there was either something wrong with me or something wrong with Teddy. And I'm sorry, there wasn't. It was truly technical difficulties. If you saw my charcuterie board video, we had all kinds of technical sound issues. And anyways, it's all been dealt with. We got some new equipment that hopefully, hopefully there won't be any more problems, but these things happen sometimes. And I felt bad because I shamelessly put the cutest picture of Teddy I could find in the post. And some people thought maybe there was something, had happened to him. And no, it wasn't. It was just sort of so that people knew who it was from, because a lot of people know Teddy's face. Anyways, everything's okay. So hopefully no more technical difficulties. So it's October, and it's all today is October 10th. Today is actually Canadian Thanksgiving stat holiday. And so you will see this video tomorrow. I already have gone to our big family dinner, that we have locally here every year. My son and daughter-in-law made a wonderful turkey, a big, huge turkey. And I brought along, and I'm going to show you a picture of it. I brought along a bacon and egg charcuterie board. It's very similar to the charcuterie board I made the other day that's on YouTube. I'll link that below. Many of the same things were on there, but this one was literally 90% bacon and eggs, in the form of deviled eggs, bacon roses, twisty sticks, that sort of thing. It was a lot of fun, and it meant that I could fill my plate, because I don't eat a lot of the things that they would serve there. There was the usual mashed potatoes, turkey stuffing, sweet potatoes and buns and all that other stuff. So rather than just have turkey on my plate, I filled my plate. I had deviled eggs and bacon, and I had white turkey and dark turkey. So my plate looked good, and I did have a couple of asparagus spears, 3 to be exact. So there was a little bit of green on my plate. I can handle asparagus, no problem. Doesn't seem to affect me. My big veggie issues come from nightshades mostly, and a few other random things that there's no rhyme or reason for it. Although somebody out there probably knows the scientific reasons why I can eat some things. Like I'm able to eat mushrooms, but there was no mushrooms. And I'm able to eat asparagus. But a lot of other things, boy, no, they cause me problems digestively. So it was good. And also I made I'm going to stop calling it a pumpkin pie because so many people object that it's not really a pumpkin. I would call it a pumpkin flavored dessert. Let's do that, pumpkin flavored dessert. That was, I'll link that video below because it worked out well. My daughter, who also is Ketovore, she was so happy that she didn't have to sit there and watch other people eat the actual real pumpkin pie. So her and I got to indulge just like everybody else. And I have a piece, I gave her the rest to take home, and she gave me one piece to take home. Because as you know, I am trying to not eat, I'm trying to eat very few sweet things. Maybe someday I'll get to 0. I don't know. We're all on this journey in different ways, and I feel really good about how my Thanksgiving turned out yesterday. I feel like I was able to enjoy dinner with the family. Didn't feel deprived. I have 0 regrets. I remember times having regrets where I either regretted what I ate because it was most of the time off plan, but I also sometimes, when I stayed on plan, I regretted what I didn't eat. I felt a deprivation of some kind. And yesterday, it was none of it. It was totally neutral. And I've had some people ask me, well, how do you do that? How do you get there? And I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. But it is, of course, a battle in here. It's not what I ate or didn't eat. It's not what I'm eating now. It's like I feel a lot of strength right now in being able to follow through on what I say I'm going to do. And so that brings me to the October challenge. A lot of people in my Facebook group are feeling the pressure. I've been to three dinners. Like, I've already been to a banquet, and it's only October 10th. I've been to a banquet. We've had our Thanksgiving dinner. I was out for dinner the other night with a group of people. And so the pressure's already on. And if you go into any of the stores, everywhere you look, it's not just Halloween candy out there, which is everywhere. There's already Thanksgiving and Christmas stuff in the stores. There's already temptations. There's already, Christmas cake and cookies and everything to make those things, and all these things that tempt people. And they wear, by the time Christmas comes, it's already worn away at you. And I feel...
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. The editing people go crazy when I do that.
I've had times when I have said, okay, I am going to eat what I want on Thanksgiving Day, and that included carby stuff. I'm going to eat what I want on Christmas Day, and the rest of the season I'm going to follow my plan. I've said that before, and I have failed miserably. And I think the reason might be because of all the exposure. That exposure, it just gnaws away at you, and it's cumulative. It gets into my mind, it gets into my brain, and by the time, because they start so early with showing all that stuff in the stores, by the time I get, halfway through November even, or into early December, I'm a little crazy. And I've had bad experiences. Like, years ago, I would start between Thanksgiving, which unfortunately is so early in Canada, Thanksgiving all the way to December 31st would be one long eating episode, totally off track. Always a good 20 pounds, to gain in that time or more. I've done more. So I don't know. Now I feel like, and I think it's because of being ketovore. I would love to say that I'm carnivore 100%. But I have plenty of people who come to my channel and make mean comments about, no, you're not a carnivore, you drink coffee. You're not a carnivore, you have seasonings. That's not carnivore. Hey, whatever. So I'll call myself ketovore if that makes everyone happy. It actually makes me happy because it actually gives me a little bit more freedom to go ahead and add some Italian seasoning and go ahead and have some coffee, whatever. It's working for me. And, I'm not going to argue with people about what is real carnivore. As far as I'm concerned, the only real carnivores are lions. They don't eat anything other than fresh, raw animal meat, and they drink water. Those are the real carnivores. Everyone else is, trying to be whatever they can do and be to improve their health in many cases. And sometimes for some people, that is meat and water. And I'm glad that I'm able to still do it and have just a little tiny bit of variety. I'm doing it I'm pretty healthy now. I'm I'm almost 65 and I'm on 0 medications, and I'm active and I live a great life. I'm so grateful and happy about that. But I do have some digestive issues that brought me to be from keto to carnivore. And I have done, the 30 days of beef and water only. It just about killed me, but I did it. And I could see from that experiment that, I don't have the same digestive issues. And then it allowed me to kind of play around and figure out what causes those. And I'm grateful for that. But I'm grateful and proud to be a ketovore. I don't feel a need to, be perfect. I can do this in my own way, and so can you. And if there's people out there, everyone's got their favorite way or their way they think. There's no need to argue with other people about how they do it. We all, come to these things from different paths and from different journeys, and sometimes we need to try other things out, and it's all good. It's all good. It's all better than the standard American diet, isn't it? I mean, just do whatever you need to do to stay away from processed foods, seed oils, processed foods that say keto on them, those sorts of things. And that's my goal. So for October, we have a hashtag, stay the keto course, whatever that means for you. For me, it means I'm doing Ketovore. Yes, I had a pumpkin dessert yesterday. It had no pumpkin in it, but it did have some protein powder. It had keto chow pumpkin spice mix. And that's it. That's okay. I'm okay with that. So it got me through Thanksgiving dinner. And so I feel like I stayed the keto course, because that's going to look different for every person. I'm also doing 16 hours of fasting. Sometimes it's 18, so somewhere between 16 and 18 every day, intermittent fasting. And that's my goal for October. Simple. It's very simple, and it it's working, I hope. I don't weigh myself during the month. I will weigh myself at the end of the month, and that helps me to reevaluate, well, what am I going to do in November? Now, luckily here in Canada, I don't think there's anything in November that I need to worry about event-wise. Most of our stuff will have already happened by then. And so I'll have hopefully an easier time in November, not having to be exposed to things other than what's in the stores. That's always an issue. So I think those are all the things that I wanted to talk about. I am going to Victoria, BC tomorrow to see my sons, because nobody ever wants to do the ferries on a long weekend. So they didn't come out for Thanksgiving, but I'm going to see them tomorrow and Wednesday, and we'll do something with their friends and family and all that. So I don't know. I'm hoping there will be another video this week, but we'll see. It depends on how much time I have. Yeah, so before I get on that ferry, because I do have a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I will have time to pack and get some food ready to take, because I'm not sure if I'm going out for dinner with the kids tomorrow or not, tomorrow night, but I'll have some food to take along with me. I have some leftovers from my charcuterie boards. I've been eating off those charcuterie boards all week. And in the morning, I will have time to go shopping, because it's Prime Day tomorrow on Amazon, for those of you who have a Prime membership. I'm going to check out vacuum sealers, because that's something I've always wanted. And I will check out meat slicers. And there's a few other things that have kind of been on the back of my mind as to what I would like to get. So maybe what I'll do is I'll make a list of my favorite carnivore things to find on, or Ketovore, sorry, I didn't mean to call myself a carnivore. Favorite Ketovore things to find on Amazon. My favorite books too. There's some books that have really helped me. Speaking of which, I'm reading a brand new book that I just got yesterday. It's Keto Continuum by Dr. Boz. And I'm enjoying it very much so far. I'm only into like the second chapter, but it'll be something for me to read on the ferry tomorrow because that's a long ferry ride without anything to do. So I'll probably have it read by the time I come back. Anyways, so yeah, I'll put some links down below. You can check out, see if they're on sale. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to just are the vacuum sealers on sale tomorrow? I don't know. I will find out. So yeah, happy shopping if you're like me and wait for Prime Day to buy things. So other than that, I may see you in another video this week, or it might not be till the weekend. So if you don't see one, it's because I've just been busy traveling and hanging out with family, which is really what this is all about. I want to be healthy enough, long enough, at my age to enjoy my kids and grandkids and hopefully those grandkids' kids at some point. And yeah, it's all good, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for listening to me.
And I'm going to, yeah, so what was I going to say? Blah, 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 blah. I tend to get sidetracked easily, don't I? My notes. So, Canadian Thanksgiving, everything's okay, October challenge. Yeah, so before